Girlfriend. That song fucking rules.
That song rocks.
I forget what it's called though.
Girlfriend is better.
It's just called Girlfriend is Better.
Yeah.
It's not racist, see, because he did chunk the spear.
Yeah. Well, if he chucked the spear, I mean, I can just see like the in court like defense. Like, I mean, he's drunk throwing a stick. Like, how's that gonna hurt anybody?
Imagine this. Imagine this.
Imagine, if you will, a spear.
Picture this. Picture
from
this.
Liberia.
If you're
a decorated
if Dr.
military
Narcan,
veteran.
again, remember this is all fictional. None of this happened.
No.
So if Dr. Narcan is entering the premises and he sees this happen and he yells to his colleagues, "Watch out! We got a spear chucker in here!"
Oh,
now there's a bias incident, despite the fact, literally, spears were being chucked.
See, I say chunk because I'm from the South.
Chunk?
That goddamn spear chunker.
Spear chunker?
I think that counts as a slur. That counts as a bias
That's
incident.
pretty funny. I like that.
That counts as a bias incident.
Spear chunker, that makes me think that's like he's like a big fat nigger. He's like big, he's like a spear chungus. Spear chungus.
He's a spear chud.
Spear chud.
That's like a race. That's like a white nationalist with a spear. Is a spear chud.
This is the spear of the chud.
Yeah.
Unlike the ear of the chud. Get it?
Oh man. So yeah, that's sort of. But I mean, I could really think of it like I can imagine the same woman who would like call EMS and then accuse them of George Floyding her husband when they try and subdue him, and to stop him from abusing her, would then also say, yeah, they called him a spear chucker. You know, even though it's like you immediately, but Your Honor. I think the mitigating circumstance here is that he was in fact chucking spears.
He
the
was
judge
in
said,
fact
I don't care.
chucking spears.
Judge is like, if facts mattered, like none of this would be going on.
All right.
Right.
I think this is probably working now.
My goddamn ear.
I'm a judge in the United
I'll
States
put it
court
to the
system. I'm not here to like suss
not
out
here-
what the truth is.
Yeah, I'm not here to establish.
I'm here to
facts.
take.
This is
I'm
the-
here to take.
the,
I'm here to take
external
your unfortunate
broadcaster.
situation and forge that
Oh,
into
of
an
course not.
ideological victory for my Jewish overlords.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Like, yeah. Remember, if the truth mattered, none of this would be happening.
Right.
So.
We're here to try. We're trying to be
What's
here.
going on
We're here to
here?
try to establish a dangerous
Yeah.
precedent for other white people like you that are just doing their job. That's the thing.
All right.
Just
so
doing
now
your
it's
job.
not picking up the
It's
game.
white supremacy.
Speaking of the dangerous precedents,
Oh, now VMix is all right.
referring back
That's
to
fun.
the discussion last hour, I started looking at some of the legislations that,
Oh,
that have been
yeah, I
passed,
saw
and I
your
looked at
New
New
York
York
one.
State. Now, there's a couple of things. It's not simply certain, like in New York State, they like raised
Man,
the
what is
age
going on
to
with
buy
this?
a
It just
semi-automatic
doesn't-
rifle to 21, and a few other things. They did something like.
Should not be this bad.
Bullet tagging. They've like required the state to look into some way of putting an ID on every single round of ammunition or something like that.
Well, doesn't every strike have a fingerprint that like?
That's what they're trying to do. Yes.
I thought that already happened.
No,
because
they're requiring them to like look into making it a
make
big.
it
I
even
don't know.
better.
Anyway, whatever. But then I ran across
Jesus.
a couple.
There's an awful lot of setup just to stream a
eventually,
game.
yes.
It's unbelievable.
I ran across a couple of items that actually
the New York
jumped out at me. Here. So there's a few sections. There's strengthening red flag law, micro stamping. In the closing loopholes section, we have.
Wasn't for those cozy guys, putting me on the homepage day after day after day. Who knows where I would be? So I really owe so much to the cozy streamers. Thanks,
What
Big
is the
Tech. I
problem
appreciate
here?
that, big guy. I know that you're. I know you're a violent criminal, and that part I'm not too crazy about. But other than that, other than your history of serial abuse and torture, I actually think you're a pretty decent guy. Oh, that would be great. Bucket says, can we interview Big Tech's ex-wife? Oh, that would be epic. Yo, if anybody watching Big Tech right now, if you can get me in touch with his ex-wife, well, if she's still alive, do we know if his ex is still alive? Oh, actually, we do. We do know that
Jeez.
because of the post that she made
trying
or
to
the
stick
message
the,
that she
screen
sent
on
to one of
screen
our
here.
guys. You know what? I'm actually not sure if Big Tech's audience is familiar with his situation, shall we say. So let me see if I could dig that one up real quick. He's probably speeding or he's probably tripping over himself to shut down the stream right now because he's a bitch. But if he's not doing that, let me see if I could find that. Shouldn't be very hard to find. Let me do a search on my Telegram channel here. Give me 1 second, guys. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing.
Fucking screen on screen. Let's see if it'll do it now.
Here
Right?
it is. Here it is.
Why is it not capturing the
Get
fucking
ready
game though?
for a lovely story. I know you guys have heard
What is
this,
going
so
on
do
here?
bear with me. But I know Big Tech's audience unlikely to be familiar.
It's
with
got the
this
screen
message here,
capture, but it's
so I do
not
wanna
showing the
share it with
game.
them. You know,
What
I do
is
want
the
to
deal?
welcome them to the Red Pill Gang TV stream. They might be
Come
new
on,
here,
man.
so
What's the problem
we're
here?
gonna retread some familiar ground. But
This is very
anyway,
frustrating.
This is a
You
message
should be showing the game.
from
You should
Big
see the
Tech's
game on screen.
ex-wife. This is the one that he battered and abused.
I don't get it.
brutalized. And here's what she has to say about him. About
Damn it,
her
this is annoying.
psychotic.
All right, I guess I'm gonna end up using the fucking
She writes,
OBS.
"Hi, I, know
I
he's
guess
become
that sucks.
radicalized."
OBS fucking
This,
blows,
along
but
with
I guess
a
so does
myriad
Restream
of
apparently.
reasons, I'm sure topping that list would be the domestic abuse, is why he and I are not married. I am well aware of his ridiculous behavior and mental health struggles. Oh, is he still sniping? That's good to know. That's good to know, because I want him to hear every word of this, and I want his audience to hear every word of this. He has no access to one kid. So, like his co-host, like his boss, Ethan Rapid Ralph, has no access at all to one kid.
How do you
and
quit this
very,
game? I gotta quit it because it's not
very
even
little
fucking
to the
playing on the
other.
stream. This is ridiculous, dude.
Rest assured,
Absolutely
my
ridiculous.
babies live in a healthy and even biracial home. Oh,
How do you quit the game? I want to quit the game. Can I quit the game, please?
Cringe.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Exit
no.
game.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yes,
no.
exit.
The kids are in possession
Yes.
of Tyrone. Oh, gosh. That is so
Why is this not
embarrassing.
capturing?
Could
All right,
you
forget
imagine
it.
being Big Tech?
So much for
But, hey,
streaming a
that's
game,
the
I
price
guess.
You pay. The price you pay. You know, you split your wife's head open. You bash your child's skull into the pavement.
All right, so I guess that
This
doesn't
is what
work.
you end up with,
Beautiful.
Big Tech. Wow, you want to talk about